I was a mother, a very good mother. I worked full time and loved it. I was an amateur photographer. I had it all.
Jackie Millar has lived two lives, separated by a single event on November 4th, 1995, the night two boys came to steal her car, shot her in the head, and left her for dead.
I was the age of a 2-year-old after the incident.
In terms of your ability to do things?
Yes. I had to learn how to sit, how to stand, how to walk, how to talk, how to even swallow.
Paralyzed on her right side and now almost blind, Jackie slowly but surely regained enough skills to live independently.
What I see is green, that's the grass. I see white up there.
But it's her ability to remember that was most crippled by the gunshot.
I can't even remember my sons growing up. I feel lucky. I remember I've got 3 grandchildren. Their lives, I don't remember.
So you don't remember the incident at all?
I don't remember it at all.
And what I did was obviously, I mean, it wasn't, you know, a good thing. It wasn't a smart thing. It was extremely heinous, but it was a spur of the moment thing.
Craig Sussick is the man who shot Jackie. He and his friend Josh Briggs were teenagers at the time.
You know, both of us, our lives, what we thought, were kind of spiraling out of control. You know, basically we didn't think anyone cared, that we didn't care, so, you know, we were going to do whatever. So that day, you know, we wound up stealing some guns from my mom's boyfriend at that time.
The day of the crime was, you know, Craig came over to my house. It was early in the morning, like, I don't know, it had to be like 7 or 8. And he just came over and he was like, you know, he's like, you want to do it today? And I was like, sure, you know. And so that's how it got started.
The boys had a plan to rob a bank in a neighboring town, but first they needed a getaway vehicle. Jackie surprised them as they were stealing her car.
You know, I was carrying I believe it was a .44 Magnum revolver, and my co-defendant had a .22 revolver. And, you know, he just said, well, who's going to do it? And there was no question of, you know, do what? You know what I mean? So, and I said that I would. There was a pillow, we got it from someplace, and then I put the pillow over her head and pulled the trigger.
Why'd you put the pillow over her head?
When I think back, I can see myself standing there, but I don't really remember feeling anything. You know, I seen him shoot her, and, you know, she twitched real hard and then didn't move. And he kind of just looked at me and I looked at him, and then the next thing I remember was driving the car backwards and Craig jumping in the passenger seat.
The boys were quickly convicted. Craig is now serving an 80-year sentence, and Josh, 65 years. Today, Jackie is going to visit Craig in prison.
That is good.
She does this every year, facilitated by Pete DeWind, a professor at the University of Wisconsin who runs the Restorative Justice Project, a program designed to allow victims of violent crime and their offenders to meet face to face.
I was scared to death.
You were scared to death the first time you met Jackie?
Right. I'm expecting her to claw my eyes out, screaming and kicking, and, you know, that's what I was expecting. You know, I was literally scared.
told you to lay down. And then I said, don't worry, we're not going to do nothing to you.
He had cried because he thought I would be normal. He had apologized to me. I accepted his apology. There was one thing additional I wanted from him. Can you guess it?
No, tell me.
A hug. And he agreed.
You wanted a hug.
I wanted a hug. And he agreed, and we hugged long and hard. And then...
Jackie, that must be the point that people think you're a bit crazy.
There she is.
How
you doing?
Good.
I see you got your summer hat already.
I got my summer
got your
hat.
summer hat on, yep. Oh, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I can't complain.
I am starting to walk outside, and I enjoy that. You will do your exercises.
Yep. Start going outside walking like you do again. So.
For over an hour, Jackie and the man who nearly killed her talk with ease and familiarity.
These things mean a lot. Just like
Then Jackie asks the same question that her patchy memory forces her to ask every year.
That's right. I wish you would tell me again what happened November 4, 1995. I know you must hate this.
I'm just trying to figure out where to start. For what reason, I have no idea, but we started walking out towards the whatever county road it was that Mr. Van Ert's house is at. We went inside the house, and Josh was looking for the keys, and I was just walking around the house, and just looking in the rooms. I opened up a couple doors, and nothing was there. I opened up the last door I came to. There was someone sleeping on the bed, which was, you. We closed the door, and left you sleeping in there. I told Josh, hey, we gotta get out of here. Which he had found the keys by that time, and we were about to leave in the car when you came out and asked if we could help with anything, if you could help us with anything. And we both raised the pistols up and said, no, we've already got what we need. And one of us told you to go back in the house, told you to lay down in the living room. And then, did what I did. I'm sorry again. I don't know why I did it. You definitely didn't deserve it. I'm sorry it had to happen, Jackie. Sorry it did happen, not it had to, that it did happen.
That must be very difficult.
It really is. I mean, it's very difficult, but maybe that's, you know, another part of my punishment.
What does the word forgiving mean for you?
It means a lot. And if Jackie wouldn't have forgiven me for what I did, what I did would have eaten me up. You know what I mean? So when she forgave me, it allowed me to start working on myself to be able to, you know, not forget what I did, but to forgive myself for what I did. I know she's not holding any grudges. You know what I mean? I know that she's not thinking I'm a piece of crap, that, you know, I'm scum of the earth like most other people think. She knows genuinely that I'm a person that has the capability of making choices and changing. And she's fully confident that I'm going to make the right choices and make the right changes. So, you know, it gets pretty deep when I think about, you know, how her forgiveness affects me.
He's basically reported that he's, you know, found a sort of a love and a concern from Jackie that he had never experienced earlier in his life, and that has helped him in many ways, I think, be the responsible, thoughtful, concerned, and considerate person that he is.
Pete DeWin says that even after 10 years of bringing victims and offenders together, he continues to be surprised by the results. But Craig and Jackie's relationship remains the most surprising of all.
It's not uncommon for there to be some level of forgiveness. It's not uncommon for there to be a respectful dialogue or communication. But it is quite uncommon for someone like Jackie to actually befriend one or more offenders against them.
The next day, Pete DeWind and Jackie make another trip. This time to the prison housing Joshua Briggs, the second man who attempted to kill her. Unlike Craig Sussick, Josh has only been meeting with Jackie for a few years.
Oh, it's good to see you.
It's really good to see you too, Jackie.
Even though Josh has always been more reserved than Craig in their meetings, Jackie gives him the same hug, the same affection that I had seen a few days earlier.
People don't understand that I only have 2 speeds, slow and slower.
When he and I sit to talk, Josh tells me that their first meeting affected him so much, it took him years to come to grips with what that meant for him.
Accept it and to start, you know, dealing with it instead of just pushing it all down and staying angry and stupid. It was big. You know, to look at somebody and have done what we did to her and know that she really honestly forgave us for what we did and really just wanted the best for us and, you know, for us to do the best for ourselves that we could. And it was such an alien thing for me to think at the time. You know, it was really hard, you know, emotionally, it, you know, made me cry. You know, it made me depressed.
Do you think, Jackie, some people think that your forgiveness is a product of your head injury?
Yes, they think I've flipped my lid. They will say it's the head injury that is doing the forgiving, but I don't think so.
Go in this room and talk to each other again.
Josh Briggs will be eligible for parole in just a few months, a fact he's discussed at length with Jackie.
Part of me, I guess, feels guilty for wanting to get out, but I've talked about it with Jackie many times over the years, and and she's okay with it. So.
And it's important to you that it's okay with Jackie that you do your best to get out of here.
It is, because I guess it comes down to the guilt.
It teaches that humanity is important at whatever level, that the opportunity to sit down with or in some way communicate directly with the person who is wronged against you is often the best way for participants to move on from a terrible event.
Restorative justice has given me. Through all the stuff that happened, I was obviously a kid that was lost. Through meeting Jackie and through the stuff that restorative justice has to offer, I've been able over the years to do some serious thinking, do some soul searching, and look at things from a different perspective.
This is a picture of Craig. He was about 17, 18 years old. Some people would never forgive them. Some people like me would forgive them. I know there are people that think I am nuts. They can think I am nuts. But I know I can go to bed at night and completely at ease.